What's good, R&B squad? This is Out of Ruth. I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If you all are new here, welcome. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is, of course, always happier. So I have a word, and it comes from a dream that I had. I am going to get into the dream, and then I'm going to get into the interpretation of the dream and the message, all right? You will know that this is for you as you listen because there will be specific confirmation. This may be something that you have been praying about, you've been praying for an answer to. And in addition to that, if all of this word does not apply to you, if some of it applies and not all of it does, please eat the meat and spit out the bone. Okay, so let me get into the dream. In the dream, I was standing there looking at this person. This person was standing in front of a counter, and on the countertop was a fish bowl, and there were fish in that bowl, okay? Then all of a sudden the bowl breaks and those fish are no longer in the water. They're just out there on the countertop. So it happens unexpectedly, and this person just starts, trying their best to get things together to move the fish into a different bowl or into a different tank. And while this person is doing that, someone comes in and this person offers to help. This person says, well, I can get certain things that will help for the new tank or for the new bowl. And then as the person was standing there, I saw that on the very countertop where the new fish bowl or new fish tank was supposed to go, things were just multiplying. So there were some items, some grocery items on there, and they just started multiplying. Okay, and that was the end of the dream. So before I get into the interpretation, let me just go ahead and dispel some myths that some of you may have come across about certain things that you see in your dreams. A lot of you may have heard that when you see fish in your dreams, that means that somebody's pregnant or that you're pregnant. That is a superstitious Freudian myth, okay? There is absolutely no truth to that. As a matter of fact, in the Bible, if you look at fish, fish always represent some form of provision. So in the story where Jesus feeds the 5,000, he feeds them with 2 fish and 5 loaves, okay? And then there's the story where the disciples go out to fish and they have this great big catch that breaks their net, all right? So fish always represents some form of provision in the Bible. That being said, and that being cleared up and gotten out of the way, the fish did not represent pregnancy or anything like that. Now let me tell y'all what the Lord said to me about this dream. Somebody needs to move from where they are. Somebody needs to move from where they are. And you've been knowing for a while that you need to move. This may be a physical move. It may be a move from one place to the next. It may be a move from one job to the next. It may be a move from a situation that you're currently in, a situationship as opposed to a relationship. It may be a move from a friendship. You just know that where you are currently, you need to move. And how you know you need to move is because not only has God been showing this to you, but you are uncomfortable. Think about what happened in the dream. The fish bowl broke and those fish were out there on the counter. All right. They were literally fish out of water. When you feel like a fish out of water in real life, you basically feel very uncomfortable. You don't feel like you're in the right situation. And that's how you're going to know this word is for you, because wherever you're at right now, whether it's a workplace or it's somewhere that you live or in a friendship or in a relationship, you know that the Lord has been putting it on your heart to move. Okay. For some of you, the situation is suffocating you. What happens to fish when they get out of water? They need water to breathe. They need to be submersed in water in order to breathe. You feel like those fish that were out of that water. You feel like you can't breathe, like you're suffocating in this situation. That's how you know that you need to move, okay? And for some of you, you may not be feeling as if you're suffocating, but you do feel that you've outgrown the situation, that it's just not suitable, it's not feasible for you to stay in it anymore. All right? The Lord is saying this is time for you to move. It's time for you to move from that place to a different location. It's time for you to move from your home to a different location. It's time for you to move from that job to a different job. It's time for you to move out of that relationship that was not God ordained. It's time for you to move away from that friend that God has been showing you doesn't really have your back, or doesn't really serve, the friendship doesn't serve any purpose. Okay? And I would have been speaking with a sister in Christ. You would have asked a question about a move that you had to make, sis. Let this be additional confirmation. This word is for you as well, because this word came to me after I spoke with you. There's a sister in Christ that I spoke to on coaching calls. Sis, you know who you are. Okay? And the other thing is that the person that came in and offered to help, notice that someone came in there and offered to assist. So in this move, you're not going to be making this move by yourself. God is going to send genuine people to assist you in making this move. So you're going to have help. He's going to send destiny helpers. And aside from that, notice that things started multiplying on that counter where the new fish tank was supposed to go. So this move is going to bless you. This move is going to bring prosperity. This move is going to bring blessings with it that you can't have or that you can't achieve in the place where you currently are. Okay? So I hope that this message confirms something for someone. I love you guys. I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.